Some places are just haunted houses, shadows and creaks in the night. But then, there are places so terrifying, so drenched in death, that even the bravest ghost hunters walk away shaken. High on a hill in Louisville, Kentucky, stands one of the darkest buildings in America. A place where thousands of people took their final breath, and where many believe their spirits never left. This is the story of the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, and why so many say it's the most haunted building in the United States. The history. The building was constructed in 1910, during a time when tuberculosis was spreading like wildfire. Back then, tuberculosis was called the White Plague. It was slow, painful, and nearly always deadly. Waverly Hills was meant to be a place of healing, but instead, it became a place of death. In the years it operated, it's believed that over 6,000 patients died inside those walls. Some estimates are even higher. Imagine the endless sound of coughing, crying, and the echo of doctors' footsteps moving from bed to bed, knowing they couldn't save most of the people they saw. Because so many died, the hospital built something called the death tunnel. Others call it the body chute. It was a long underground passage where the dead were secretly wheeled out, so the other patients wouldn't see just how many people were dying every single day. From the very beginning, Waverly Hills was filled with grief, hopelessness, and death. The first encounters. After it closed, in 1961, the building stood abandoned. Locals started sneaking in, and they came back with chilling stories. People claimed to hear doors slamming shut when no one else was inside. Others heard footsteps pacing slowly down the halls. Even though the floors were empty, some saw strange shadow figures darting in and out of doorways. One visitor swore he saw a figure at the end of the hallway, tall, human-like, but completely black, with no face, no features, just watching him. When he looked back, it was gone.
Room 502. Then, there's room 502. According to hospital records, a young nurse was found hanging from the ceiling in that room. Some say she discovered she was pregnant and that she was infected with tuberculosis herself. With no hope left, she ended her life inside the very building where she had once cared for others. Visitors who enter room 502 today report an unbearable feeling of sadness and dread. Some break down crying without knowing why. Others claim they've seen a woman standing in the corner, her face hidden in shadow. One man said he felt a hand grip his arm so tightly that he screamed, but when he looked down, there was nothing there.
The creeping voices. Ghost hunters have taken electronic voice recorders into the sanatorium. In the empty halls, they've captured whispers that say things like, "Get out." Some recordings are faint children's voices laughing, even though there are no children anywhere near the property. One famous paranormal investigator swore he heard a voice call his name from behind him. When he turned around, the hallway was completely empty. The boy with the ball. One of the most repeated stories involves a little boy spirit that people call Timmy. He's said to roll a ball down the hallways. Visitors who bring toys or balls often see them moving on their own, slowly rolling back toward them, as if a child they can't see is playing. But others say, if you stay too long with Timmy, things change. The ball stops rolling, the air grows heavy, and darker figures appear at the edges of the hallway, almost like something else is watching you. The lasting fear. Today, Waverly Hills is a hotspot for paranormal tours. Thousands of people have gone in, but almost nobody leaves without a story. Some talk about shadows, others talk about voices. A few come out with scratches on their skin that weren't there before. Even hardened investigators admit there's something unnatural about the place. Some call it haunted. Others believe the sheer weight of human suffering has left an energy that never died. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, one thing is undeniable. Waverly Hills Sanatorium isn't just an abandoned hospital. It's a monument to death. A building where thousands took their last breath. And if the stories are true,
Some of them are still there, waiting in the dark for anyone brave or foolish enough to enter. Would you?